My name is Steve Njenga. I work for an organization called Light for the World here in Kenya as the country director. And Light for the World is an organization that supports people with disabilities. InBusiness program was designed to try and solve some of these challenges. So InBusiness program was designed in a way that it, number one, builds the capacity of the micro-entrepreneurs with disabilities. And by capacity, we are talking about building the skills to do business and giving them the tools they need, being able to invoice, being able to bargain when they're getting an opportunity, being able to do contracts, being able to market themselves, being able to position themselves in the marketplace. These are the skills that we are talking of. And that is one part of what InBusiness program does.
I'm Henry Mohialdhuo from Dagoretti. I work as a welder, and in this welding, I work when having disability at my right leg. For the world, the time I came for training, hawakuniachilia, walinimenta vizuri, wakaniambia vile nitakuwa na sukumana na business yangu na vile naweza ku maintain my customers na kuweza kujikimu na ile profit napata kwa kazi.
I am Dr. Mbogwa Mungai. I teach at the Department of English, Literature and Linguistics. That's my primary posting at the university as an academic. But I also have an administrative position as director of the Disability Services program at Kenyatta University. I am especially thrilled that we have such a program, InBusiness Initiative, and that you have people in industry who have actually begun seeing what the issue is and putting in place practical interventions. I cannot overemphasize the fact that people graduate with degrees in universities, people with or without disabilities, but degrees that they cannot convert into proper use for employers. Persons with disabilities even worsely placed in that kind of situation, because you can imagine for a person who has to deal with stigma, now getting into the workplace and having no clue what to do with all these other folks. So that this kind of intervention is useful in my mind, to my mind in two ways. One, linking graduates with disabilities, students with disabilities to potential employers. Because even that has been a very, very big problem for persons with disabilities.
Wouldn't have been able to do all we are doing now, the kind of interventions that we have been able to make, the kind of impact that we are reporting now is not possible were it not for organizations that have provided resources to make this happen.
My name is Samson Muni, and my group is Violent Disabled Self-Help Group. Okay, when the agricultural services people came here, we were there to discuss with them the two types of the businesses that we can make as a project. And my main, the one that I wanted so much was poultry. Because now, if we have this incubator, the county is also looking for these chicks to sell to the other groups. Because every group, maybe the main project or livelihood, they are rearing these chicks. So we were just looking into that.
We have been engaging in business for the last couple of months, and the relationship started because of the project that we are implementing. There is a big emphasis on working with vulnerable and marginalized groups, and because there is a component that we are implementing. We reached out to InBusiness to help us support people living with disabilities, because that's the project targets mainly vulnerable people or other vulnerable groups, and these are people in our communities living with disabilities.
We chose to engage with InBusiness because aside from providing affordable workspaces, we love to build communities. That includes people with and without disabilities. So with InBusiness, we are able to be more inclusive, to provide space for people with disabilities.
So we have triggered a discussion around the need to involve and include persons with disabilities in livelihood interventions. So now many people are talking about this. We are also seeing quite a number of organizations who are coming in to address that kind of an issue.
This kind of collaborations is the reason why we designed InBusiness Initiative, so that it becomes a platform for which private sector, people who are looking for employment, people who are looking for suppliers, people who are looking for people to hire, organizations that are looking for insights in terms of best practices. How can we transcend some of these insights to other companies? What can they learn? And we could not be able to do that as a program. We had to do that as part of an initiative, and that is why we designed InBusiness Initiative program.